Hi, my name is Victoria.
Hi,
Come on in. Come on in. Take a seat.
Thank you. I'm Elena.
Nice to meet you, Lena.
Nice to meet
How
you.
are you today?
Oh, I'm not doing so well.
Not doing so well.
No,
No.
I need
Let's
to.
see. What's going on?
I need to talk to somebody about my problem.
Okay.
I'm having marriage problems.
Okay. What kind of marriage problems are you having?
I'm having I've been married for 30 years. It's hard for me to talk about this. I've been married for 30 years, and I have noticed um, a change in my husband. His attitude towards me. He he has a new friend, and he's spending a lot of time with his friend. And I'm not liking that. I have a feeling that he is having an affair with his friend.
Okay. And how long ago did you notice this? Or how long has he had this friend?
This is a new friend he just met.
Okay.
And I have noticed a difference, just a little over a month.
Okay, so fairly recently.
Yes.
Okay. And what makes you think that, or that you have the suspicion that he's having an affair? What things have you noticed?
Well, first of all, I haven't told you, his friend is a male.
Okay.
So
it's a male friend.
It's a male friend, yes.
Okay, and how does that make you feel?
It made me suspicious because he talks about his new friend. He stays late. He tells me he's going bowling, shooting pool with his friend, going over his house, spending a lot of time with his friend.
Does your husband have other friends?
Yes, he does.
Okay. And he doesn't act the way he does with this friend, with the other friends?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. So that's why you've noticed things are a little different with this new friend.
Yes.
Okay. And have you tried talking to your husband about it? Have you made some comments?
I have. I've made some comments about, not liking him, spending a lot of time with him. Weekends, those were my time, now he's very different with me,
Okay.
we
And
don't
when
go
you say different in what ways?
we don't go out nowhere. He doesn't spend weekends with me. He doesn't he's not giving me a kiss in the morning. He's not telling me good night. He's not really communicating, talking to me.
Okay. And have you expressed to him the way you feel? Have you let him know things that are bothering you?
I have told him, I feel lonely. You're not spending enough time with me. You're spending a lot of time with this new friend. I don't like it.
Okay. And what does your husband say when you ask him these questions?
He says everything's fine. There's nothing to worry about. It's just in my head. Everything's fine.
Okay. So you say that your husband has a new friend. You've noticed changes about a month ago. He spends a lot of time with him, stays late after work, goes play pool. But what happened, or what makes you have the suspicion that he's having an affair with this friend?
Well, there was one time where this new friend spends a lot of time in our home.
Okay.
And I have been observing, and it's not the same. So I know there's something going on. So There was one time where, we were having dinner and we were having drinks, and it was getting late, so I went to sleep. And then I got up, it was like midnight, and I noticed. I got up, I went into the living room, and I saw them, both of them, sitting in the couch, really, I mean, sitting really close together. They were whispering, giggling, and drinking wine.
Okay. And at that moment when you saw that, I mean, what did you feel? What did you think? What went through your mind?
I wanted to walk to the living room and says, "What's going on?" But I froze. I froze, and I went to bed. And I thought about it. I'll confront him. I'll say something. But then in the morning, I saw him. Didn't say anything.
Okay. Was there anything else that you saw? I mean, was there any physical contact? I mean, I did notice, or
Well,
you did mention that there was just some giggling and stuff, but
that's not normal. Two grown up men sitting in the living room, at midnight, sitting like really close to each other. I should have said something, but I didn't. I don't know what else went on.
so you're not sure of what you really saw?
Yeah, I'm sure what I saw.
Okay.
Hmm.
And you said at that moment you froze. Why do you think you froze?
I'm afraid of what would come up, what would come next.
Okay. So you're afraid of the truth?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to know the truth, but I'm also afraid.
Okay. So after this incident, have you tried asking your husband questions?
I have.
Okay. What
He
kind of
said,
questions have you tried asking?
I have asked him, is everything okay? Do you have something going on with this new friend? Do you want to talk? And he says, no, everything's fine. Those are just ideas in my head. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about.
And how does he answer you? Does he answer you with anger, with frustration?
He talks to me like he doesn't really want to talk. He'll just say everything's fine and walk away. Walks away, never finishes anything.
Okay.
I have asked, and he just walks off.
So you're wanting to know the truth.
I'm wanting to know the truth.
And after you know the truth, what do you plan on doing?
I don't know.
What are you afraid of?
Being alone.
Okay. You're afraid of being alone?
The change.
The change?
I know it's for better, but
okay. Explain to me a little more about the change. What makes you fear change? Or why are you afraid of change?
Well, this has been my whole life. 30 years. I have been married 30 years with this man. I thought everything was fine until this new friend comes by. I don't know if his friend's gay or bisexual. I don't know where this friend came.
Okay.
I'm afraid of being alone. The change. This man's my partner.
Okay. I understand.
But I don't want to live like this.
Mm-hmm. It's hard, when you've been in a marriage for so long and then things start to change. A lot of us fear change.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes change is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have courage every day. confronting him and leaving him.
Okay.
Every day when he's not around. But
So
then
does this happen in the morning when you wake up, during the middle of the day, towards the end of the day? When do you feel the courage the most?
In the morning when he's
In the
gone off
morning.
to work, I feel all this courage, you know. I talk to myself. This is it. This is the day. I'm going to say something. This is enough. But that's about it.
Okay.
Then he comes home and it's like nothing's wrong. Everything goes away.
So your courage goes away.
Everything.
Why do you think your courage goes away?
Probably because I want to lie to myself and say everything's fine.
Okay. So you're not wanting to see the truth.
Probably not wanting to see the truth.
Are you afraid to feel the pain?
Yes. Not afraid to feel the pain. I think I already feel the pain.
You already feel the pain. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you want to confront your husband?
Yes, because I have asked him if everything's fine. I've asked him if everything is fine, and he said everything's fine, not to worry about. But I think he's lying,
Okay.
and that to me is a no-no.
Mm-hmm. Have you talked to anybody else or mentioned to anyone close to you about how you feel, your suspicions about your husband?
I have.
Or is this the first time you
I
ever
have.
speaking?
I've talked to my daughter about it.
Okay. Okay. So you talk about you have this courage in the morning. So in the morning when you wake up, you have all this courage to confront your husband. What are things that you would say?
I wake up and I know this is not a healthy relationship because I wake up calling him all kinds of names, hate, love, anger, everything.
Okay, so why do you feel hate?
I feel hate because of the things he's doing.
Okay, and why do you feel anger?
Angry at myself for not doing anything.
So the feeling of anger is more towards how you feel and not towards him. Okay.
Yes.
And there's another feeling that you mentioned. What was the other feeling?
Love.
Love? Okay. And when you feel love, what do you feel? What do you think of when you say that word love?
I don't know, but I still feel love for my husband.
Okay. Do you feel like he still loves you?
In his own way.
In his own way.
Not true love, real love. In his own way.
Okay. Okay. And you're wanting to confront him.
Yes.
Okay. And is he the type of man that likes to listen?
No.
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 Is he a hard man to talk to?
Very hard to talk to.
Okay.
Yes. I have all these thoughts and all these feelings and all this thing that I want to say to him. But when I start talking to him, he'll interrupt me. And everything goes away. Everything that I have to tell him, you know, he interrupts me. I wish he would just wait and let me talk, because I'm the one that wants to talk. He had a chance to talk. He never does. So I don't think that he should interrupt me, when I want to talk and I want to say something.
Okay.
But he won't.
So when you try to talk to him, it's usually around what time of the day?
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon.
When
okay.
he gets off work, after dinner,
Have you tried asking in a different time?
Oh,
Do you
yes.
think maybe that would make a difference instead of asking him when he comes home from work?
No, I have asked him at different times.
Okay.
When he
And
says
it's
there,
still the same?
yes, he says, there you go again with the same story.
Okay. And when you ask him these questions, how do you ask him the question? Do you ask him in what tone? What tone do you use?
I used a normal tone.
Okay.
But then he turns around and he uses a loud tone.
Okay. And how do you respond with that?
Just like him, loud.
Okay. Okay. So, in how long would you like to confront your husband? Like within a week, 2 weeks?
I feel that if I wait longer, I'm not gonna get around or have the strength or the courage to say anything.
Okay. And you don't want to continue this way?
I don't want to continue. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
For you to help me.
Okay.
This is not a healthy relationship, especially when you know that your man is having an affair with another man. A lot of the times, he will ask whether you have any proofs. And I tell him, I don't have to have any proofs. You know the truth. Don't ask for proofs.
Okay. So what would happen if your husband doesn't tell you the truth?
That's a good question. I don't know. That's why I'm here, for you to help me.
Okay. So are you expecting to hear something that you want to hear?
I'm just after the truth.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
No lies, just the truth.
Just the truth. Okay. That's good, and it's important to always know the truth, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, sounds like we're off to a good start. I would like to see you again next week. But I would like for you to do something. Okay? That way we can kind of help you find a way to confront your husband and hopefully get him to listen to you. Okay? What I would
Good
like
luck.
for you What I would like for you to do is I would like for you to go home and get a piece of paper, and like you said, in the mornings when you have all this courage to ask your husband and confront him with everything that you want to say, write it all down on a piece of paper. Whatever comes to your mind at that moment. If it's when you wake up on Saturday, you have all these questions, write it down. Sunday comes again and you have that same courage in the morning, write it down. I want you to do that, until we meet to our next session. And then when you come in, bring your list, bring your questions. We can kind of go over them and we can kind of see, where's your frustration, and the type of questions that you want to ask them. And then we can kind of go from there.
Okay. Okay.
Would you like some water? Would you like some water?
Oh, I got my water here.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So do you think that is something that you could do?
I could do that.
Okay. Okay. Well, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
That'll be your task, for you to complete. And then when you come in next week, we can kind of go over some of the questions that you wrote down.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, I hope you have a really good day.
I'll try.
Okay. You just got to stay positive. Okay?
Yeah, it's very easy. It's so easy for you counselors to say that.
Well, hopefully we can find a solution to your problem.
Okay.
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 All right. Well, it's really nice to meet you.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice
and we'll see you next week.
Yes, next
Okay.
week.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.